Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today is Saturday, and I am doing a commercial job. I've been doing this office for years, actually. It's I think this is actually a nylon. I'm not positive, but it doesn't matter. And I'll be doing all this area, and there's three small offices over here. Well, printer room, I guess, copier room. Three offices, and then let's see over here. Oh, that's I wondered what that was. It's a light coming from somewhere. Huh, that's weird. Let's see, where's it coming from? That's weird. Oh, must be coming from coming around the fluorescent there. Anyway, let's see. We got another little kind of an office here, and I do this runner as well. I think I've been doing this for actually about 10 years. I think they missed 1 year. I think they forgot, I think is what happened. Carpet stays clean in between cleanings, so even under under the desks here, there's usually very little visible soiling to speak of. It just stays clean. Let's see what we got over here. This is I think this must be the boss's office. You know, other than it getting quite packed down, it's looking good. There's no visible traffic lanes to speak of. This is actually the worst office. And what's happening is over here, I guess there was a couple of seams here, and I remember this was like this the very first time I saw it. So it's just been slowly getting worse and worse from the chair wheels rubbing back and forth, rolling back and forth across these seams, and kind of has opened them up. That's actually delaminated. You can pick that up. So I got to be very careful when I come in here, of course. They really need to put a plastic mat here to because that's going to become worse and worse, a tripping hazard. As you can see, it's not even attached. That's the worst spot in the whole place. And then there's the boardroom over here. So and usually there are no visible spots to deal with, but I did just see a seam that's actually got a little bit of an issue here. Let's go take a look. This particular carpet is prone to this issue. Hang on a sec. That seems to stay there. So what I'm going to do is just snip off these sprouts. Certain carpets on the edges are prone to, where they seam them, they're prone to do this. And it'll be the loop carpets, which this is. This is actually a multi-level loop. I guess it is an elephant. It is pretty hard feeling. Okay. But, and of course if you vacuum with a brush roll, which you really should do to get proper removal of the sand and the grit, it will tend to grab on those loose sprouts, and they can grab and do unravel across the carpet. So you gotta be very careful when you're vacuuming these carpets. Okay, so now I guess I'm ready to clean. I'm cleaning with Omega, 4 ounces per gallon, and Ironman pads. I'll be doing a single pass. And oh, I was going to show you this here. This solution tank is actually 4 gallons, but 4 gallons technically it can hold, but realistically you can only put 3 in, because when you lean the machine back, well, 3 is really the max. And you can see it actually has it is marked on the front. There's lines here for 1 and the half, and the 2 and the half, and the 3, the half, and the 4. And it actually has the numbers there too, and I just highlighted them with a felt pen there, so I can easily see it at a glance. But anyway, that's handy to have for partly so that you know how much you're going through, and also if you're going to maybe add some more mixture to your what you've already got in the tank, you know precisely what you've got in there in the first place, so you can calculate exactly what you're doing. So, and whatever tank you've got, even if it doesn't have those on, you can easily just take a gallon container or gallon marked bucket and fill in a gallon at a time, and then put a little felt pen mark on your tank, so you can have that the indicators on there. So anyway, let's go to work. I have cleaned this in the past with my Orbot, and I only did it once because there was no advantage, and it was just awkward and clumsy when getting into the offices. Whereas with the rotary, as you can see, it's very, very nimble and works very, very well. Gets into everything easily. I'm not having to kind of be trapped with the back and forth motion with the wheels down orbital. And you certainly wouldn't want to do this with the wheels up orbital. Much more work, effort. But anyway, and of course, because I'm shower feeding, I'm not requiring to pre-spray ahead of time. And in cases where, okay, I got a little issue with my power here. Hang on a sec. Make sure it's not going to snag, but this was wiggling in there. That's better. As far as efficiency, you certainly will get much more efficient cleaning if you shower feed, and only in the areas where the carpet is particularly soiled would you need to maybe do a bit of pre-spraying. And I would normally do the pre-spray with a trigger sprayer, which is more than enough, or adequate anyway. So and as you can see, since there is no visible traffic lanes or obvious soiled areas on this carpet anyway, pre-spraying ahead of time there's no advantage to doing it. And although dwell time is helpful in certain circumstances, it is not necessary in most. I mean, think about it. A machine like a Simex, for example, and very popular machine. Most guys who are going out and cleaning with a Simex, which of course is just encapsulating, no actual extraction, they're very rarely going to pre-spray the carpet. They're just going to use what's in the tank and count on the scrubbing action of the machine and the encapsulating characteristics of the cleaner they're using. So no pre-spray means no time spent pre-spraying, and a very efficient way of cleaning. Now I'm going to move my outlet there because I'm actually using my slightly shorter cord. Maybe some of you notice I'm not using the yellow one. I decided to go to this one because it's actually lighter. It's actually the cord for that machine that came with the machine, actually. And the yellow one I normally use, which is heavier gauge, I bought well, not too long ago, I guess, but it definitely is much heavier and bulkier, so I decided maybe I didn't need to use that all the time. I do use it sometimes. I was actually using it a couple of days ago. I was using my Orbitech, and I used it for that job. It was a commercial job, a condo building I did. Okay. So I sort of, as I'm cleaning, I'm sort of compartmentalizing the room so that I do a very even cleaning. I went from the door right over to the edge of this thing here. I'll just go around this box that's sitting here. I don't know what's in there, and it looks heavy. Let me just see, is it heavy? It's not too bad. Hang on a minute, maybe I'll go under there. I don't think there's going to be much excitement drama with this carpet as I clean it, because there are virtually no spots on it. They do keep care of it very well. As I recall, they had been getting it steam cleaned and were dissatisfied with the results they were getting, and oh, that's actually not too bad at all. I'll put it there for a minute, and that's why they ended up calling Oxy-Dry. They wanted something that was going to give them better performance, longer lasting clean, and needless to say, that's what they get with Oxy-Dry, because it cleans better, dries faster, and lasts longer. Okay. And that's actually what customers want. You know, it's interesting because I don't really make any effort to speak of to go after commercial work, other than we've got it, obviously we have a page on the website. But I don't go out of my way to get commercial. And in fact, I will turn down some commercial work for various reasons if it comes our way. I remember one job that I did, or quote that I did, I went and looked at this place, and it was just huge. Actually, I remember a couple of times this has happened. It was just huge. Many little cubicles, and carpet was in terrible condition, and it had to be done on a weekend. I think it had to even be done in the evening in a couple of these jobs, which I don't work evenings. I just don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for years. I don't need to, and I don't want to. But anyway, and I was looking at it, and I was thinking how long it would take me to do the job, and I was just thinking how much work it was. And and the other issue, I remember one in particular, there was just like no parking. It was like right downtown, and there's a real issue with parking in our downtown now because the city is making it really hard to have a vehicle downtown, and they're getting rid of all the actual parking places, and it's just so stupid. But anyway, they didn't have any parking, and I would have to park like almost a block away, using a meter, and of course you can only park for a certain amount of time, and then they're going to give you a ticket. And if I was going to be there into the evening, well, it's not a good place to be in the evening downtown, and a lot of towns are getting that way now. And I looked at all the negative aspects of doing that particular job, and I just said, you know what, I don't want to do this. So I just declined it. I just said, no, it's just not what we want to do. And I've done that a few times for various reasons. And I don't do restaurants. I remember I got called to do an estimate. That's about a year ago now, and I didn't realize it was a restaurant. It was, I think it was the Kelowna Yacht Club, and I didn't realize. I didn't know that there was. I mean, I've never been there before, so I didn't realize they were actually referring to it was actually a restaurant. So I walk in there. I'm looking at. I mean, this place. They've been getting some clown in there with, I don't know, very inferior cleaning practices and everything. I don't know what he was doing, but it was just an awful condition. Really black traffic lanes, like a really bad restaurant carpet. Because carpet cleaners, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you walk in looking at it and you're just going, wow, the only way I can clean this is with a nuclear bomb. It was like really, really bad. But anyway, I have a good relationship with this one carpet cleaner in particular who does have a truck mount. And I said, I gave his name to the manager of that place, and I said, you need a truck mount on this. It's just what it is. And I know that he actually does a lot of restaurants. Anyway, that kind of is more his forte. Anyway, then I called him up right away. As soon as I left the estimate, I gave him the heads up. I told him what the carpet looked like. So anyway, I'll pass those kind of jobs off to this friend of mine, and he gives me he will give me the exotic kind of furniture jobs that he doesn't want to touch, the Haitian cotton kind of things, and that sort of problematic fabrics. So I give him, the really trashed carpets, and he gives me the high-end furniture. So it worked well. And I think that one of the things that's